What's up, Grizz Nation? Welcome back into Grizz Game Day update. We are in the middle of a homestand. This is the second one at home. We got another one on Friday, but tonight the Grizzlies will take on the Charlotte Hornets here at FedExForum. I'm Kelcey. That's Mike. Mike, there are a lot of storylines to go along with this Charlotte team. Let me just run a few at you and then tell me what you're excited about the most, okay? So we got two of the last rookies of the year. We got two guys matching up in the 4 spot that played college together at Michigan State. We've got two teams that are coming off overtime games. One won, that's us, and the other one lost. We have two of the worst defenses right now, unfortunately, going head to head. There's just a lot going on in this game. We also saw this team in preseason. It was a huge blowout, 128-98, but they were missing some of their key players. So what when you look at this game, are you like, okay, this is the storyline we're looking at?
Well, Kelsey, you laid them all out there. And we're also 2 games into a 3-game homestand, right? So this is the middle game of a 3-game homestand this week. When you look at that, you have to start with Ja Morant and LaMelo Ball. I mean, both of those guys are 2 of the most dynamic young point guards we have in this league. And, again, reigning rookies of the year the last 2 years running. Both of those guys want to get their teams in up-tempo, making dazzling highlight-type plays. So it's going to be a show, first and foremost. This game, no matter what the outcome is going to be, they're going to be 5, 6, 7, maybe a dozen highlight plays that you're going to be like, man, I need to look at this again tomorrow and see on all of the, the sports centers and all of those kind of highlight shows. But at the end of the day, if you're the Grizzlies, you can want to continue to use this homestand to implement and lay the foundation for some principles. And that's getting your defense back up into the top half of the league as opposed to being at 29 in defensive rating where it was coming into this week.
Yes, absolutely. So like I said, this is 2 of the bottom 3 defenses in the league. So, it's probably going to be a high scoring game. Charlotte is actually second in the league in scoring. So they have a number 2 offense. So the Grizzlies coming into last game where they won in overtime plus this game, they preached a lot on defense. So who do they have to stop? What do they have to do? What do we got to do to win?
I mean, what you got to do to win is limit transition opportunities. Don't let Charlotte go in transition where they can get easy athletic plays at the rim. I mean, they have, Bridges, they have Rozier, they have all of these guys that are capable of finishing strong at the rim, Washington. And I mean, they just have, really, this is the Eastern Conference version of what the Grizzlies are. Both teams are really young. Both teams do a lot of dynamic things in transition. They both get a lot of deflections and want to get into the fast break game. But the Grizzlies have to get back in transition, limit second chance opportunities for Charlotte, kind of mitigate their athleticism a little bit, and crash the board. Use their size advantage against them. I don't think Charlotte has bigs the way that the Grizzlies have bigs who can dominate from the rebounding aspect of the game. So that's going to be key to me. Limit transition and rebound the basketball. I know those are 2 things that you're high on too, but is there another aspect that the Grizzlies need to tip in their favor tonight?
Yeah, no, I'm going to piggyback off you and just reinforce the importance of rebounding. The Grizzlies right now are 7th in the league in rebounding. The Charlotte Hornets, like you said, their bigs are not necessarily like the bigs that you want. They don't have like a Steven Adams. And then Jaren Jackson Jr. is a little bit of a mismatch on his old Michigan State teammate there in the 4 spot. But Charlotte is 27th in the league in rebounding. The Grizzlies right now 3rd in the league in offensive rebounding percentage, and then 5th in second chance opportunities. So I think those 2 things, second chance opportunities and rebounding, are going to be so important. But Mike, let's go really quickly because I just want to have everyone updated on the injury report. So last time we played this team, Hayward and Plumlee were both out. They are both back in today. So it is going to be a little bit of a different lineup than we saw in preseason. PJ Washington is still out for the Charlotte Hornets. He's going to be out, I think he was out like last week, and then they're going to reevaluate him. He's a little bit of like a Dylan Brooks right now, who brings me to Dylan Brooks, who has been out for a while. He is questionable now, which means essentially the same as Zaire Williams, who's questionable. Essentially, they'll go through warm up and see how they feel.
And see where they are. And for Dylan, that's a good thing because he's been out all season. He has yet to make his season debut. He hasn't played since the preseason and when he aggravated the little hand situation, the fractured left hand. And this has been a long time coming. He went through the workouts and the play groups with the hustle team, and he's done a lot of things to get himself in condition to give himself a chance to get out there tonight to see what he can do. I don't want to rush him. I know he's going to bring that defensive intensity. I know he's going to have the confidence of this team at an all-time level. But in terms of whether the shot is going to fall, whether he's going to have his legs under him, those things are going to take some time. But I'm glad Dylan Brooks is back because he is truly the heart and soul of this team when it comes to swagger. Ja Morant is the motor, Dylan Brooks is the heart and soul when it comes to swagger. And I think now we can fully evaluate these Grizzlies once Dylan gets out there. What are you looking forward to most in terms of Dylan, if he's back tonight?
If he's back, even in the next couple games when he eventually does get back, I'm looking forward to how that bench unit performs. So Dylan, most likely goes into the starting position. That moves one of the starters now into the bench unit. And that second unit has been so hot lately. You look at Charlotte's right now, they're on like a 9-10 man rotation, mostly 9 most nights. And that's led by Kelly Oubre. He's one of the only scorers in that second unit. You look at the Grizzlies, though, they've got Kyle Anderson, they've got Brandon Clark. It goes on and on. I would assume either D'Anthony Melton or Desmond Bane moved to that spot. They're another scorer. So I think, if he's back tonight, it just makes the second unit even stronger. And if we win those second unit minutes, if you win the bench minutes, it's another plus for the Grizzlies tonight against the Hornets.
And Brandon Clark is coming off of a game where he had one of the best games of his career with the Grizzlies with that, that 20-point game, 9-rebound game the other night. So his energy and athleticism coming off that bench is going to be huge too. So now Taylor, if he has his full complement of guys, has to make some tough decisions, because there are going to be some quality guys who won't get a chance to play. But the thing we know about the Grizzlies is that no matter whose number is called, those guys always stay ready. So I'm looking to stay ready tonight too for this game.
All right, and the game tips off at 7 o'clock, like I said, here at FedExForum. If you want to come join us, you can get tickets still at 901-888-HOOP. If you're chilling at home and you just want to stay cozy, tune in to Bally Sports Southeast. And hey, if you're a radio person, we love you. You're driving around, you want to tune in, ESPN Radio 92.9. And then lastly, make sure you're following along all of our social channels, Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, TikTok, all of the above. It's at MemGrizz. We've got all of the fun content for you to see you guys tonight.